we fucking tonight? Is we fucking tonight? Is we fucking tonight? Is we fucking tonight? Is we fucking tonight? Yo, and welcome to another episode of The Convo. This your man's Owen, and today I got a fabulous episode for you. Okay? Let me tell you about my guest who I got today. I've been with this man since Faux Flats was Faux Flats. That's how far back we go. You dig what I'm saying? But all real talk, I probably owe this man a good portion of my life because that's how long I've known him. Give it up one time for my big brother, Jason.
Boy.
Yeah, baby, what's happening, man?
Boy, he was a fool. He was a fool, man.
What's happening, though? How's everything going?
You know, life is good, man. You know, what my man Future said, life is good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my man said I'm back. Future said I'm back.
Yeah, I mean, since
I was watching a episode of The Breakfast Club, and they had him on there talking about is Sierra's stuff tainted? Is it cursed? And my man said, he looked dead in the camera and said, I'm back. I was like, he back.
That's all we needed.
So he's like, hey, so listen, I've been on this series talking about dating from a young man perspective, a young player, a platinum player perspective, right? So my last episode, we were talking about the pickup, right? Picking up chicks. This episode, we're going to get a little spicy, right? We're going to talk about sex.
Ooh.
Talking about clapping cheeks. Talking about the big nasty. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of nasty in me. I'm nasty. I'm a nasty ass nigga.
But like, you know what though? On a serious note, how important do we think sex is in the dating world or in relationships in general?
I mean, there's all different types of males out there, you know what I mean? So you got your I just want to dive in. I'm talking about like Trey Songz, just in the cheeks, like don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Like straight in there. And then you got your type of like, I want to get to know you, I want to grow things, see where they go, you know. And then you just got your savages. We got a couple of them on our team that just be out there that just don't give a fuck. Like they fucking bitches faster than they changing up underwear in this motherfucker.
Just getting
like,
after
straight,
it.
Like just pounding it. Like, yo, like tag teaming niggas in, like come in, like we here type shit. We in the building.
We can say like, right, we can agree there's levels to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's also that hurt level too, you know what I mean? Like you just got up a long relationship, the girl cheated on you. Now you on some savage type shit too. Like I ain't never gonna trust another bitch again. I'm in there.
Ooh.
Like straight up.
Yeah. I feel like as you go through your stages of life, I feel like you kind of go through all of those levels at some time. Right? Like I feel like in the beginning, right? In the beginning, it's like I just want to get to it. Right?
Yes,
you're just sitting there just she can let me get some.
Red clap cheeks for the first time. Don't really know you over there scrolling through all the dirty mags, porns and shit. Back then we had VHSs and DVDs.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Now these kids got full blown access to anything they want. Karma Sutra's on the phone. They even got the Audible. If you wanted to play back to you got the Audible shit. You can even get Audible in Snoop Dogg's voice nowadays. So it don't even matter. You getting told how to do a different position in Snoop Dogg's voice. This is fucking creepy, but it fucks me up. But you can get that shit. You know what I mean? You got full blown access. Niggas got full blown access to Pornhub. Fucking
OnlyFans.
Fucking if y'all into some feet and shit, y'all got fucking only feet. Like, yeah, there's some nasty niggas out there that love feet, big sucking on big toes and shit.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like it.
To each their own. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but Shit, people want to smell armpits. They got all sorts. Man, look, that COVID, I ain't even gonna front you. I went through the darkest parts of Pornhub, the darkest parts and back. I ventured all the way through and back to the end.
That's a dangerous place to be.
It is dangerous. COVID is just
That's
a
a,
dangerous place.
see,
It's fucked up.
I
It's
think
fucked
that
up.
nowadays sex gets so watered down now because it's so accessible,
Yeah.
right? Like I feel like at any age, right? You can find it anywhere. Now, when I say any age, I'm talking like adult age or whenever people
Sex
get the
is
fucking these days.
sex is out there, period. Like it's in commercials, it's on TV, it's played on the radio, it's in like Facebook ads, Twitter, wherever the fuck you at, it's everywhere.
Has it
Somebody's
always
down
been
to
like that though?
no. I mean, shit.
Right?
I mean, back in like the especially the 80s, man, the 90s. You got to keep that shit on the low, bro.
Well, yeah.
Nobody wanted to hear that.
Well, you remember like when you listen to R&B back in the 80s, right? In the 90s and even the early 2000s until like what? Freaking Silk?
Oh
People
yeah,
weren't really like it was all the wordplay, right? Like you really didn't know what they was talking about unless you was like unless you knew, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah. The
right? I'm really
playlists,
yeah, like
like,
right? I'm really
do
trying to
they
think like
even do they even make playlists anymore? Like
I don't think they do.
that's
I don't
like
think they
another
do.
one. Like y'all out here clapping cheeks to like Little Dirk and
Ain't got no rhythm. See? Out here just beating the stuff out of somebody's little girl.
yeah, like, I don't get it. Like man, you gotta make love to it, baby. You know what I mean? You gotta keep these girls gassing, keep them on their toes. You
Do
gotta
you
always
think that do you think that like honestly, like do you think sex could dictate the length of a relationship?
fuck yeah, bro. Look, as as being a man, like if we don't get it on like a regular basis, if we go hunting, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
It's just like why do you think Tom Brady stayed with the Patriots
Mhm.
for so
Cuz it
long? It's because the Patriots was taking care of that man.
mhm.
We need to be taken care of. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? So if you ain't taking care of your star player, he and his contract come up, then what?
Mhm.
He gonna go looking for a new team.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
facts. And, honestly, I think you can get that on both sides, right? I feel
Yes,
like
hell yeah.
it
Just like
if you're not taking care of your lady, right?
if you ain't getting her nails done, hair done, everything did, like, and that is your baby. You put the ring on it, like she's been with you, ride or die. Even if you ain't got the ring on it yet, and she's been a ride or die, and you ain't taking care of her, she need to go start looking too for a new nigga. Period.
Mhm. Mhm. I
Cause you,
think the only difference there though, the only difference with women is the emotional part, right? Like as a man, we can go out there and just dig something down and just be like, sayonara, right? But for them,
hmm
in my opinion, um, it's a little bit more emotional because, like, and this is why I say that, right? So, the anatomy of sex, right? For them, they have to let you in. They literally got to open the door and say, "Hey, come on in." For us, it's not slide the key in, bam, slide the key out, I'm out. That's why R. Kelly said they put the keys in the ignition, baby.
you boy, you retarded. Oh, you smart, Kelly.
Because
I mean,
hey, yeah, and then you,
well put.
and it's very sad that we all know what's going on too. That's the worst part.
I don't care if you is from the 80s or 90s. You was born on
Yeah,
on. You was conceived on
yeah,
one of R. Kelly's tracks. Period. And
yeah,
you're lie if you say you wasn't. So
yeah.
it is what it
See,
is.
like you hate his choices, but his music was doing the damn thing.
Yeah. You know.
But
Shit.
yeah, so I mean, I think I feel like actually, and then think about this, right? I feel like a bad relationship, can last longer if you hitting right.
There is such thing as called toxic pussy and toxic dick.
You know
Shit.
what I'm saying? Like
How
if
many? how many women have fell victim, or even men have fell victim? Like, yo, I love it. Like, you don't mind getting spit on the face, getting slapped up in front of your friends, and called all kinds of bitches in public because their pussy's fire.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I just think you ain't got no morals at the end of the
Kind of,
day. But
kind of,
I mean, you ain't got no like self respect, nothing, bro. Like, I don't care if the pussy's popping or not, man. You gotta get yourself out of that kind of relationship. Period.
and
You know what
the
I'm saying?
reason why you're in that relationship is because you didn't do what you were supposed to do in the beginning of your life, and you weren't ready. You shouldn't have been out there. You shouldn't have been out in the field because you wasn't right. Like, I think about how many dudes get caught up in situations that they weren't ready for because they had no business being out there.
None.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that you got to be at a certain level to get some cheeks, but I do think you need to be prepared to
It
get
could be,
cheeks,
yeah. I mean, like anybody can get the cheeks, man. Period.
especially nowadays with
I mean,
freaking the apps that you can just legit order it like it's pizza. What?
hell yeah, you go take it and carry out, order in.
You ain't even
Shit.
gotta talk to nobody. You just gotta hit a little. I ain't never heard your voice, and you on the
Man,
way.
man, I tell you what, man. Boy, if I got some shit to say, but I'm gonna keep it. Man, look, I'm gonna say this, man. My man Carl Malone said it best. He said, "Why even like these relationships nowadays? With these relationships with females, I forget whose podcast he, and I still need to look it up. But that man said he paid for the pussy. He
Hmm.
ain't ashamed of it or nothing, man. He don't want no emotion. He's like, why even get to know a chick and have arguments or get a divorce and she taking half of your own? He's like,
Hmm.
I ain't got to go through that. That man said, I just pay for it, done and over with.
Yeah,
In the
I
back
feel
of my
like
mind, I was like, damn, this dude's a genius. But then I was just like, I was just like, but man, you must be one lonely motherfucker. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're gonna have arguments. It's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, you still got somebody to go home to and that loves you. Love
Hmm.
you just the same as they loved you when you left out the door when y'all had an argument. And you
Hmm.
came back. It's like some baby boy type shit. You know what I mean?
That was
Like
toxic.
that was toxic.
That was
But
that was
but
someone
it,
who
but
shouldn't have been
it,
out there humping nobody.
but at the end of the day, Jody, man, he got his mind right. At the end. You know what I mean? He had to go through some shit, but some of us just got to go through some shit. You got to fall flat on your face, pick yourself up.
Yeah, true. Jody started off with a credit score of 327 at the beginning of that movie, and by the end of that movie, that thing bumped up to 650
Mm. I don't even
when he
get
got it together.
maybe 630. He's still pushing the Honda with the spokes. You know what
Hey,
I mean?
shout
The
out to the
tan.
mailman, Carmelo alone for that though. Shout out to the mailman.
Carmelo had a fat ass like guard in my when he said that shit. He said that shit was some fake behind it too. He's like,
But like,
pay
you also,
for
I
it.
think he is at, think of the level he's at though, right? Like,
True.
most guys come out the gate aren't at that level, not even close to that level. Okay, Karl Malone looked like a superhero in his prime. Like, he looked like an action figure, right? So like, he probably had, and he had the curl. So like, you got to think he was 6'8" with a curl. He had it at his doorstep. He didn't need to pay for it. He had non-disclosures.
Man, they didn't even have non-disclosure in that game.
They had to, because
But Jordan, I know Jordan had
I'm about to
non-disclosures.
say, or Michael Jordan would have been exposed, and he didn't went this long keeping his stuff under wraps.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time. We
But
started
like,
talking about that, man.
I feel like for like the young cats out there, right, who I they get in these little situations and they have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea if they were even like ready to get in these situations. Like, how do you know as a young man that, you know what, I want it to either be one of those levels. Either I want it to be I want it to be just sex. I want it to be relationship sex. I want it to be I don't ever want to see you again sex. I want it to be I'm just about to clap and we just gonna keep clapping until something happens.
I think out of pureness, like this is how you look at it. Like every guy wants that first girl that you do everything to be your like that point blank. Go
Mm-hmm.
that way. Um, and then drops that level of hurt. Period. Something happens, and then you got that level too, like yo, like I ain't never gonna get hurt again type shit. I'm
Savage
taking
mode.
savage mode. I'm not just going after her friends. I'm going after the mom, the sister. Like I'm going. He just on a straight like I'm about to kill everybody's type spree in the bedroom. Period,
Mm-hmm.
point blank. And then comes that level of that third level of really like I've been doing this for so long now. I just want to I want to be with somebody I can call my own. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
want to be married. You know what I mean? I think
Mm-hmm.
that's when that jagged edge comes in there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I think see what
So,
happens is I think that first one is what makes toxic dick,
well, yeah,
right?
hands down.
And
But you can veer from that too. You can also, you could take that level of hurt and you could flip it around and channel it into something else. I mean, at the time, I mean, shoot, we didn't have nothing but sports on top of sports.
mm-hmm.
So you could channel that hurt into one of your sports,
Mm-hmm.
or you could channel into some toxicity of that
Yeah.
dick, like
Yeah.
hands down.
I
But we
think more
wasn't
times
thinking
out of
like that.
not though. I'm about to say I think more times than not it's just nah, man. Because you know what? This is what it is. This is what it is. The whole time you in competition with what she was doing. You the
In
whole
your head.
time, yeah, the whole time you in competition. That's why you said I'm trying to see everybody close to you. Why? So we get back to you.
Mhm.
So you can be out there like, yo, he did what? He wasn't doing that with me.
Yeah,
Blah
we're
blah
we're
blah.
we're no longer playing checkers. It's just chess, and I'm moving pieces left and right. Your pieces
Mm-hmm.
pulled off the board. You like,
But
so,
see,
I mean,
that's how you get that toxic shit. Where what should happen, right? This is what should happen. Okay. After you, if you find a young lady to let you in, and the shit goes south, what you need to do is you need to have a rebuilding season and just calm the fuck down. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be out here being a savage, and before you know it, you stuck with buttercream pie, and now you got a baby on the way, and you like, how the fuck did this happen? It's
and I've known successful cheek clappers, professional cheek clappers, and one of them being in our circle who went the longest, two of them actually, who went
mm,
the longest without having kids. No, fuck that.
yes,
Three, one still strong,
yeah,
like like still strong. You know what I mean? I'm not
yes.
gonna drop no names.
No, 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 no. We cannot incriminate on
We're
this
not. We're
podcast.
not going to incriminate these men. Shoot, that have gone successfully without no hiccups.
Yeah,
Like,
but but at the same time, these are men that were, in my opinion, in control of a lot of their situations. Where a lot of dudes don't. A lot of dudes just go jump to the next situation because it's available. Like, okay, your first was
I'm
here.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off. Oh,
No, go ahead.
um, you said they was in control. I can name at least two out of the four, and you know who I'm talking about. That wasn't in control of their situations that their emotions play on because they're
Well,
don't do
and
that.
look how
Don't do that.
look how that ended.
What? Yeah.
Look how
I
that's going.
mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I get it. And like the rebuild season, like I can also say that I've been there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like shit, I've been hurt. You know what I mean? And I can rebound some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And just came out straight savage, savage
Yep.
in a nice way. Like I'm gonna say that first annual quarter,
Mm-hmm.
I was just straight out here in these streets killing it. I wasn't just killing anything. I was killing the friendship circle. I had to ruin that.
See, toxic.
I had to take it down.
Toxic.
And then once I got, hold of myself and said, hey, you can't keep doing that because you gonna spark a child.
Mm-hmm.
And hands down, there's nothing that comes out of that but either STDs or
Mm-hmm.
fucking children, man. Period.
Yes.
And like those are two things that these young bucks don't need to because like when these kids graduate high school, they don't know where they're going unless
Mm-hmm.
like it doesn't matter how good of parents you have, like you still gonna be a lost soul. Period. Unless you're going to college, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, that's still 50-50. You still gonna be lost. Cause,
Mm-hmm.
but these kids that ain't going to college, they're gonna be lost. These young men that are not going to college or don't have a plan are gonna be lost souls. Period.
And
They're
it's
still
all from that toxic dick.
the toxic, the toxic dick.
All because someone broke your little heart, your little puppy love, and you thought you was gonna be out here and be the man and blah blah slay all these young ladies. See, you know what? I
You
kind of
walk,
want to do that. Hold on,
you
I want
walk,
to
you.
change the narrative on us men and young men. How we feel like you have to have. It's not a numbers game.
It's not. It's not. Let's keep up
Like
with your best friend. You don't even have to do that.
no,
But what if you
it
walk in on somebody, seeing, big dog on little dog? You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
That fucks you up, G.
I
You know,
wasn't ready
you,
for that.
you see, plus probably big dog, probably your homeboy, on your girlfriend. Like, what the fuck? Like, you lost. Then what?
You
These are
know,
questions that we need to
but
ask
no,
ourselves. Like,
no, because that goes to self-esteem. That goes to self-esteem. If you got self-esteem enough to, okay, so don't get me wrong. I know, like, when you love somebody, right? Like, especially that first person, like, you love them, right? I love that girl. We did everything together. She took my virginity. I love her. Blah blah blah. And then you
mm-hmm,
happen to walk in on her, getting toe up by your homeboy.
pour
That
the
tells you
fuck up. I'm
that
talking.
tells you two things right there, anyways.
And then the
One,
other nigga come out the room, got a towel, got a whole fucking face towel, talking like he a reverend in a black church, sweating like you ain't got no AC in that motherfucker. Over here, like, yo, like, where this nigga come from? That
quickly
shit.
went left. That
What?
that plot twist quickly went
Oh,
left.
dude. I had to fuck it up. I had to fuck it up.
Plot twist. That's somebody's daughter.
Yeah, yeah. You like, man, you like, homeboy like Jerome. And then old boy come out, still got a bath towel on and shit, got a face towel, talk about some where to live for the toothpaste and shit. He's like, oh shit. He's like, not Jamar. You got Jerome and Jamar tag teaming a girl, Tracy. You know she down. Shit. She been liking
and
these
this
niggas since
is
day one.
and that's got to be a page out of the homosexual book to send you straight to that direction because you are just now traumatized. Like you gonna cry in the car for that one.
Hell yeah.
I'm crying for
Yeah.
you.
There you
Oh my gosh. I feel like Jodeci right now. I'm crying for you.
go.
Cause
And you might as well just unroll out the school at that point. Go.
so man, okay, you know what? No, bump that. You can still rebound from that. Cause look, you gotta just be in control of your star player, right? What that should have showed you was that's who she really is. That wasn't for me. I didn't do nothing wrong. That just wasn't for me.
The man says she's for the streets.
So what do I need to do? I need to go back to the drawing board, get my shit together, and qualify my next partner. I need to qualify my next partner. I need to make sure that she is worthy so I don't create a toxic situation.
This is true, but who is to say that you created that toxic situation, period, for her to be like, step out the pocket? Who's to say that your boys didn't plant the seeds? At the end of the day, they made your people, period,
Well, and that's another thing.
regardless.
Who you surround yourself with, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you surround yourself, I mean, you know your friend group. You know how they get down. You know what they're into. You know, like we all know our darkest secrets, man. Like
Yeah.
if you got a real friend circle, like somebody knows something or something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody know, like, yo, your girl's bad, bro. Don't bring her around Tyrone. You know why? Like, everybody know that. So, like, know that in your friend group. Like, keep them at the distance. Like,
Period.
when you start noticing that y'all got a lot of mutual friends all of a sudden, that's a red flag.
Man, I seen this one skit on Facebook, and it was like, what if they could see your actual body count number on the forehead?
Mm-hmm.
And like, this chick had like over 5,000 bodies and shit, but
Mm-hmm.
she was covering up with her hat and shit. And this dude was just trying to see underneath her hat, like he had like 74 bodies. He's like 5,000 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if that was the actual thing? Like, would that change? Would that change the narrative? I mean, when you look at women, like when we look at women, we look at women because like we don't look at their we do look at their body count first and
Mm-hmm.
foremost. I think that's what shocks a lot of us. Like, you've been with how many niggas? Like, and then you know
Mm-hmm.
the type of niggas they've been with too. Like, you just like, you like
Mm-hmm.
pause. I gotta step back. But you get that one that's just got like a low ass body count. You want to try to make that shit work. I want to just barely got any bodies, period. But then it's all about, I don't even know, like the sex game. Is it tight? Like, is your pussy maintenance up to date? Like, then it's like you just gotta. These are things you can. I gotta jump into. Like, you're like, bitch, you a bad bitch, but why ain't no niggas fucking with you? Because you got a high body count? No, you didn't already ask for friends and shit. You didn't did your research.
Mm-hmm.
But then you like, okay. And then you don't want to go ask the dudes like, hey, like, is that pussy maintenance up to date? Like, is it smoldering down there? I mean, if she got something that we don't know, like, if she got a lot of baggage down there, you know what I mean? Like,
I
you don't
think
know.
when it comes to like body count and stuff like that, I honestly think, and this is my honest opinion, I think people on both sides look too much into that, right?
True.
Like,
Yeah.
no matter what your number is, okay? Let's say it's 5,000.
Jesus. That's a whole lot.
That is a lot, right? That is a
That's
so like the question. Here's the question: like, oh, could
that's
you
a
date a
lot.
porn star, right? If her vibe matches your vibe, who cares?
Hell yeah.
Like, like I'm a huge advocate. Chase the vibe, right? Chase the vibe. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, I don't want to be in a room where everyone in the room knows her better than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, let me put that precedence out there. Like, if I'm sitting in a room and everybody phone get to blowing up and kikiing, and you see the little photos start popping around, and it's the chick you with. Okay, now that's a different story, right? Talking about, hey,
Go
isn't that
ahead.
such and such? But at the same time, if she matches your vibe and y'all click together and everything is, you know, cupcakes and rainbows, go off of that. Because at the end of the day, just like Tupac said, hey, it's me and you against the world, baby. But like, for
Feel it.
real, like, and I mean, and that's why, at least in my relationship, I never cared. I never wanted to. I never asked. Like, oh, what's your? I never cared. You know why? Because whatever you doing now is with me. And if anything, if it's something I like, I gotta thank them niggas
Hell yeah.
at this point,
You
because
know,
I wouldn't be
you
reaping
gotta
the benefits.
you gotta shake them niggas' hands at the end of the day. Like,
You see, I'm not doing all that, but hey,
you know, I mean, no, you
I
got
hit you
to
with the
like at the end.
salute. Hey, appreciate you,
You
partner.
know, you basically got to like, hey, because you like she's everything I dreamed of. She's everything I
but now for me now, hey, hey, look, salute. I appreciate you. Shout out to y'all, but now y'all got to shut that shit down,
yeah, oh yeah. Cause we be up in there, we move furniture, all kinds of shit.
because now I'm doing some real cool shit.
Some dope ass
I'm
shit.
I'm doing I'm doing some real cool shit. You dig what I'm saying? And so you supposed to forget everything that you think you had with that.
Oh yeah.
Now that's my opinion. Now,
To me, like if I knew you and we was on like a friendship, like that's another thing. Like I hated sleeping with like friends that were like my female friends. I feel like it
No,
was
you
just
can't do
bad.
that.
I just felt like that was bad juju.
Yeah, it's fucking the bag up.
Yeah, I just felt like it was really bad juju. So I slept with a couple of them. And I was like, you know what, this is just too much.
And you know what?
Because you're asking way too much out of this relationship, more than what I am, and like I still want to keep that friendship level, but like it was never like I'll be pretty honest with you, it was never me. I was wanting to fuck my female best friends. It was always them wanting to fuck with me
Mm-hmm.
back then. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dude, like you don't ever really want to do that type of shit. I take that back. There was one that I wanted to, and I didn't. And I'm really happy that we didn't. But there's a few that we were really close, and then that kind of definitely fucked up our friendship. And like,
Okay, but look, break it down a little bit, right? Let's do some math real quick. So, what is the difference between a friendship and a relationship?
to your friendship, it's gonna be there through thick and thin. Period.
Okay,
Like,
I could say that about my relationship.
well, I
That's
mean,
why I got death through his part.
yeah, but that's a different type of relationship. That's a marriage,
No, no,
dude.
no.
Like,
The
you,
difference between a friendship with the opposite sex and a relationship is the sex part. Because you can talk to your friend about how you feeling that day, how work was, what you going through, blase blase. But then where it gets muddy and where friendships start to fail is when you have sex. And now it's, oh shoot, are we still friends? Are we together?
yeah,
What are we? Should we have done that? Are we still gonna be cool? And then
the
the
vibes
second
is
part is that,
definitely
how are we not gonna be cool?
different, and like
Is it?
the vibes, yeah, man, the vibes is different.
If you don't hit it right, maybe.
True,
But if you hit it right,
but
the vibe is y'all together now.
like I'm just gonna let that go. Like that's just
Yeah, we should probably just
it's a little bit too messy, man. Like,
that. Hey, for the record, that had nothing to do with me. I ain't never been in that situation. I'm a virgin. But you know what? And you know what? Not to uh, not to pivot too far, but I feel like when it comes like that goes in line with things not to do, right?
oh yeah, yeah. Don't
The
sleep with your friends.
Like
Period.
if she's a okay, and again, right? Don't and I feel like a lot of dudes do this. Don't be friends hoping to sleep with her.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, don't be pulling that. Like, if y'all gonna sit in a friendship, whatever, in the friend zone, sit your ass in the friend zone and enjoy it. Don't be that rebound nigga. Like, yeah, I'm the cleanup nigga. Like, no, because you always gonna be that nigga. Period.
Like
Stop that. That's a no. We don't do that. That's no.
like
We don't
not
do
like
that.
right like don't don't try to be friends to sleep with her. That's silly.
That's the
That's
dumbest shit.
that's gonna end up in heartbreak because then what happens is she get with somebody else and you find out they sleep together and now you sitting over here sad like y'all was together because you done built
Mm-mm.
this fairy tale relationship of how this is supposed to go and she
Yeah,
wasn't feeling the vibe.
this ain't the Notebook. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
But
Be my best friend's girl. Like, y'all, no, we don't do that. No,
but
no.
on the contrary, can you be with your best friend? For sure.
Oh yeah, hands
For
down.
sure. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like there again, it goes back to feel the vibe. How's the vibe? Is it a friend vibe? Is it I'm kind of curious about this vibe? I'm kind of curious of how we can go. Is it I actually want to go and I want you to know that. Honesty is the best key if you ask me.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, we ain't never gonna be friends. Why? 'Cause I'm trying to get with you.
Period.
I should,
Period.
stop. You so funny. Funny hell.
No, no, no.
I mean, for
You know,
real. There,
like
I
you
think
should be able to literally lay in bed next to your best friend and not even.
if you can't,
If you could do that, then that is your friend, G.
and if you can't, guess what?
You need to be your ass
Let
in
her
that
know,
flow.
hey, I am feeling some type of way, and we have one or two options. And if she says, hey, I don't see you like that, let it be. That doesn't ruin the friendship. But what it does is, hey, you put yourself out there. It just wasn't what she was going for. But I feel like there's a lot of cats out there that are afraid to cross that because we've been friends for 10 years. We've been such good friends.
Yeah, we can't do that, man. Like,
For
for
10
10 years.
years, y'all been hugging and you've been getting blue balls because you've been really trying to get in that and you ain't said nothing.
And whose fault is that at the end of the day?
Yours. Because you weren't man enough to say, hey, listen, I have feelings and I want you to know about them.
Mm-hmm. But then
So,
how do we work up to that feelings though? You know what I mean? Like, not I think it'd be more harder. I'm not even thinking. I'm gonna tell you, it's more harder to tell your best friend who you've been kicking it with, getting, like
mhm.
your partner in crime, like, hey, like I know that I've been with a couple of your friends, but like I can really feel something for you. I think that's more harder to tell somebody that than to tell some random kid like, hey, like I'm feeling you type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but hey,
Because that sense of getting hurt, though, like that sense of just getting rejection, that's strong. And then you feel like, oh shit's kind of probably odd, but then it's really not. Like she's probably not thinking it's odd, but then you're overthinking the situation. Like, oh, this shit's fucked up. Like I think I fucked up, but you
I don't
didn't.
know. I'm real big on black and white. I'm real big on black and white.
But you
Uh,
can't be because there's always gray. Bro. There's
yeah,
always
but
gray.
what makes gray? Black and white, right? So it's you can't be. Listen, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Yes, you
me
do.
personally, I'd like to call myself a Steph Curry. I'd like to call myself an Allen Iverson because he took all the shots. Might not have made them all, but he took all the shots.
Yeah, I didn't
You,
give a fuck neither.
you can't be afraid to fail.
I'm talking about Allen Iverson and Jordan Bulldogs.
Like, well, this is thought process right here, Jay. Here's thought process. What's your worst case scenario?
No.
Worst case scenario, she goes, look, I'm not feeling like that with you. Maybe we should take a step back. And you go, look, I'm just letting you know that's how I feel. I'm not trying to make it weird. You're my
Oh,
best friend.
yeah.
You'll always be my best friend.
Yeah, I care about friendship more than anything, but it is what it
So
is.
I don't, yeah, and like, you know me like the back of your hand, right? If that made things weird, act like I didn't say it. And let's go eat some popcorn.
Yeah.
And don't feel weird when I rub my on you.
You're an idiot. Boy, special.
But okay, so look, let's paint this scene, right? And in the famous words of my man Joe, the love scene, right? Because this episode is all about it. What are some things that you gotta we gotta stop, right? I think people love to say in 2023 you gotta lead this in 2023 when it comes to sex from a man's perspective. What are some things that we got we gotta stop doing, like we cannot do? So like for me, I think make stop. So
Oh,
so from stage one, okay, this is my thing. From stage one, quit trying to get in there too fast. You getting in there too fast, and then it's over with. Why? Because you rushed. You was rushing. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I want. This is what I think about, right? I think about when my son gets to the age and he's like, Dad, you know what? I'm really feeling this girl. I think I'm gonna do it. What am I gonna tell him? What am I gonna tell him not to do?
don't go in there at first, son.
Hey, no, I might tell him go in
Oh,
there head first. Take
you
care of that.
scary. Man, like, they gotta feel the vibes. They gotta feel it out. Because first night probably ain't gonna be your first, it's not gonna happen. period.
Mm-hmm.
Don't set the first night unless she's a runner.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be with them anyways if she's a runner. But just like I told one of mine, who was, I think he like the most coldest nigga out here
I'm not
to this
ready.
day. So I was like, hey, you gotta take this super slow, like super slow. Like y'all been friends since then. They're the same. This is like going right back to the
Mm-hmm.
friendship. The
Mm-hmm.
friendship, like that, him and his ex girlfriend were like friends all the way through elementary school. And me personally, I told him not to even get with her because that's a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just gonna hit south. But you know, he's gonna tell mama. It's not this one nigga that put it on her and shit. And anytime he flick his finger, she back in the scene. I'm just like, no, no, we don't. No, you need to stop. 'Cause I feel like he's just dragging her on, playing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that shit. I hate you
See,
like that.
that's another thing too, right? Start being honest up front.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how that gray area is made, is from the lack of honesty, the lack of just saying, hey, listen, I like you, but I don't like you like that. But we can do this. This could be cool. Rather than saying, dragging this out of, hey, you want to go kick it here and blah, blah, blah. And then now they think they're dating and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she see you with somebody else and now she's hurt, or you see her with somebody else and now you hurt. And it's because
bro.
you didn't have the clarity in the beginning.
Yeah, there was like no talk, and now they well, they don't even talk anymore. Period. But like, it was more back and forth hurt. Like they sitting there hurting each other for what? Like,
Mm-hmm.
stop, stop. I don't like. I try not to, but being a dad, you kind of just gotta talk. And
See, I'm not there yet.
I'm
And
just like, damn. Yeah, let me know because
I
it's
don't,
hard. But I got a playbook now. I'm
yeah.
finally passing down. But
See, look,
it's just, that's a talk that I don't even want to have with my daughter neither. You know, like it's gonna be even more of a stretch. It's more easier when you have boys. It's just, it's way. I know it's gonna be way. You like what? You like who? Like,
right, right. But that goes back to like what I was saying, like that's what I'm saying, like with the ladies, bro. Like they gotta let you in.
mm-hmm,
Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that sex starts with us, right?
yeah,
Shit don't pop off till things get hard.
yeah. But I mean, shit don't pop off. Period. If they ain't done, pussy is power.
Uh, it's you know why it's power? You know what? It wasn't always power. It wasn't always power.
Power of the P-U-S-S-Y.
It wasn't always power. Them old white cats, they said no, 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 no. Them 1930s and 50s when they said, hey, ma'am, you gotta walk behind me. There was
Mm,
no power in that. I think there's power now because we put it there. And I'm not saying there shouldn't be. In my opinion, this I think genitals are equal.
yeah,
In
definitely.
my opinion.
I mean,
I think they're
too.
equal.
I mean, too.
I think they
This,
have more power on the fact of at any given point in time, I could get off and be gonna go ahead and hit sleep. I think it's harder. No, they can't even say that because there's been times that she get off quick.
yeah, squirting everywhere and shit. Yeah.
And you know what? Fellas, this is what I gotta tell you. If you somebody to get off quick, quit being ashamed of that.
You back in there. This is pumping
Just
all
hang
kinds of
in
shit.
there.
Yeah.
Just
Shit, 'cause
hang
you
in there.
hey, little piston pumping every day, boy. You got it, boy. Yeah.
Man. And matter of fact,
Yeah.
look, you ever see some look, y'all who be going all quick and then getting all upset, like, oh god damn it. I don't know what's wrong. Calm down,
No,
man. Matter of fact, if anything, give a round
no,
of applause. Tell
just
that thing
snatch
was
that.
fire.
Yep, tell the fire, snatch that thing off, put another one on, G.
And just
Like you in the Indy 500. They over there.
get back in there.
Just
Listen,
hook
Usher
another one
said
on
let
that
it
motherfucker.
soak. You got
Hell
hey,
yes.
let it
Yes.
soak.
Let it
It'll come
soak.
back around. Let the thing soak.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Hey, roll around
Got
with a
it.
little chub in there. Just hang out for a little chub. Count to 15. After 15, or kiss on a little titty a little bit, get yourself back
Man,
together, and hop back in there.
man, pop your little blue chew, you back. You
Oh
strong.
God, no, I'm not ready for that conversation. No, see, hold on. No, be careful with them, man.
They got white shoes too.
I didn't know they had white shoes. I don't need to
That's the
choose.
man. That was like extra strength, boy. That boy. He
Man, listen,
man. He
on
had
my at my wedding, right? I had a cousin that had just
that.
came out of jail, right? My man was fresh out of
Oh
jail, and I think the first place he went was my reception. And I remember he handed me a little baggie. And at first I thought it was some weed. And I looked down and it was a bunch of pills. I said, bro, what is this? He was like, hey, take these and you be straight. I said, yo, I'm 25 years old. I'm straight. And I and I handed it back to him. I'm sitting there like, man, he trying to give me a heart attack.
hell yeah! I think I remember that.
He's
I
trying to
know
give
this
me a
shit was.
heart attack.
I know this shit was solar.
I am 25 years. I am full of testosterone, and you gonna give me that? You gonna have me dead, or or you gonna have me beating the stuffing out of her? Like
Man, this shit gonna be wrong both sides. There you
talking
go.
about,
Come on.
she gonna look at me like, can you stop? I'm like, can I stop? No, help me,
Help.
help me. Look, let's let, let's pivot a little bit. Let's get into a little bit of tips and tricks. Let's get to some tips and tricks. So I think tip number one for me, fellas, right,
Oh, I gotta hear
is
this.
when my man says feel the vibe. To me, that means I need to read my lady. Okay, I need to pay attention when I touch her. Did she like that? Did she didn't like that? I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this trick tip. If right as you put it in, she get the hooting and hollering, right? This fake. The shit is fake. You ain't doing nothing. You still giving her the same 5 pumps that you've been giving her. She ain't feeling that shit. Now, if she start doing that at the end of the strokes and you feel her legs tighten up
On them
and you,
toes curl.
and you feel her abs starting to get hard, but then she started doing, now we talking about something.
Yeah, yeah. Or you do that deep, that one stroke. She's like, fuck.
Whoop. Yep. When she called Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
you hear her call, listen, anytime she called God,
It's
that's
over
when
with
you
it.
know. That's when you know you out there tearing it up.
You kind of just gotta keep it at that same rhythm. Like, yeah, I'm fucking shit
Yep.
up.
Just, hey, hang in there, big dog. Hang in there. Get money. Hang in there.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, pay attention to how your lady's reacting. Again, if you in there 30 seconds and she's out here just screaming and shit,
You might as well just
look her in the face,
go
go,
ahead
you
and
ain't gotta
just
do all that.
go ahead and just like, hey, like, are you okay?
Right. Because option one, either I'm literally killing her, literally, or option two, this is fake.
True.
That's fake.
There,
And
she
I'm
jump
not
off.
here for it.
The only way you know, like, if you genuinely killing her, and I think we've all been there, is like when you put it in, and the legs start to quiver up and shake and shit,
Just
and they start to just act away and shit. You like, no, where you going? You gotta bring them on back. You gotta
bring
will them
him
on
back.
back.
Come on back. Come on back.
Like, then you know
Come on
you
back.
probably could just slow your stroke game down, ease it on in there. You know what I mean? Shit, if you ain't got no lube, you might want to be a little bit nasty and spit on that
You
motherfucker.
might want to get it damp.
Yep, play with it. You know,
Don't be
shit.
afraid to go down there and get a little kiss.
You know what I mean? Like from the back too. Just
I saw this something on.
this nigga look. This nigga's like,
I saw something the other day. It was like, man, buddy was kissed her from the back. And she pinched him by the nose. I got your nose.
yo,
She said,
like,
he ain't talked to me since. I was dead. I was dead. Oh my goodness. That
I
was
mean,
about to put me out.
get creative. You know what I mean? Shit, learn the female anatomy. It's the
Oh
best
man.
thing ever.
Man.
Bro, I went to
Man.
Exotica Expo this year,
Mm.
and man, I took every seminar ever. Every seminar they had, boy,
Man
I
said
was
I
in
was a
that bitch.
student.
Boy, I was just like, I had a notebook, G. I was like, oh yeah, bet. Like these are things like because I'm in this stage and like, I'm in the stage with my wife right now, like we always gotta keep the bedroom. I don't want to keep
Mm-hmm.
it stale, you know what I mean? So the new fit is always good fit to me. So I'm in there, shit, and then I hit the other appointment. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck looking around. I'll look around later. I'm here all day. So shit. I'm like, I'm hitting up all these different seminars and shit, man. And like, number one thing that they say in all of them, learn the female anatomy. Know
Mm-hmm.
your partner, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
know, and if you don't know, like, your partner, so want to know the anatomy, period.
Yeah.
Like, like, I don't give a
You know what?
fuck. Like, all you women squirt, period. Period. I don't got jumped off subject, but hey,
No, you good. You know
like,
you know what
know this shit, you know?
you know what I think is huge? Don't be afraid to ask your lady what she likes.
Hell yeah. Like, they'd be like, yo, and ladies, don't be scared to tell them either. Like, yo,
Tell him.
you'd be like, yo, I like it when you eat it from the back. And I'm like, what? Let me put on a motherfucking fit. I'm in there, G. Like,
Like,
I'm in there. I'm nasty.
tell us. Quit
Yeah.
making it a secret. Cause look, what happens is fellas be trying all this cool shit and it ain't
All
working,
the cool
and then getting
shit.
frustrated, talking about I can't get her off.
No, and then
And
you
she
wonder
over here
why.
calling her friends, talking shit about you, talking about, hey, he ain't doing it. Meanwhile, I don't know what you like.
Straight up. Like,
I'm still trying to do the cool shit I was doing with old girl, and you not
you
old girl.
yeah, and all that cool shit probably ain't cool with her. Maybe she like it, just plain
Mm-hmm.
old missionary, legs up,
Man,
Maybe I mean, bro, there was so much shit that I learned at these seminars, and it was cool as shit, cool, dope ass shit, like
you know what I
awesome.
think is crazy?
Like
I
just
think it's
breathing, not even that, bro. Like breathing. Like sorry to cut you off, but like
no, you're
even
good.
breathing. If y'all are in sync with just breathing with each other, like that intensifies your sex game too. Like these shits I didn't even know, man. Like
Man,
I'm like, well, damn,
how mental is sex?
bro. Like sex can
Like,
definitely, sex can definitely,
like
change a day. Period. It could change
I'm
your
talking on the
game.
aspect of when you can connect mentally with your
Oh,
partner.
bro, you like Kobe? You like fucking? You like
Yeah,
you like Jordan and Pippen? You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like
yeah. Like when y'all can link up mentally,
Kobe and Shaq.
man.
You out there
Hey,
just
y'all
killing
get done. Y'all both
everybody.
be laying there. Whoo, whoo. Talking about, you thirsty? You you want that hot rag?
That right, yes. And that's another thing, fellas. Like y'all need to take care of the pussy. Take
Take care
care
of
of
it.
it. Wipe it down when you're
Wipe
done.
it down. Wipe it
Don't
down
don't
with the
just
hot
roll
rag.
over and pull you. Don't roll over and not clean yourself off. You clean her off first.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Wipe
be a
it down.
gentleman.
Yes.
Chivalry ain't dead.
Wipe that shit down. Get you that hot towel. I'm not talking like the hot towel that you put over your face. Just get you a hot towel and just
Like the hibachi grill hot
let
towel.
hell yeah, wipe that pussy down. Shit. Because man, look, that goes into pussy maintenance 101. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to, because y'all some nasty ass niggas. Anyways, y'all gonna probably go back down there and fucking eat it, or go back down there and hit it again without even wiping the pussy down. What does that do?
Bacteria.
Thank you. We don't do that. That's a no, no, no. What if you get yeast infections? We don't
Mm-hmm.
do that. Then you up in the
Mm-hmm.
store getting some Monistat 5 or 11, whatever this shit is. Period. That's nasty. No.
Oh man, you know what? You just made a good point too. You know what? Fellas, hear me out right now. Stop going in raw when you just played 12 games at the basketball at open run. Don't
Hell
go in
yeah.
wash yourself, man. Wash it. If you ain't showered in a day or so, before you get in there, go wash yourself. Go wash before you get in there. Wash your hands before you get in there. Before you start touching on her. Wash your hands.
What's the yo? And another thing, don't even get me started.
No, I'm getting you started.
On them cubicles,
Clean them suckers, man.
I'm telling you, y'all. Hey, look, men too. Like, you know, what's with that section with long ass fingernails and
Man,
dirty
and be the first
cuticles?
one to talk about a female, good gosh, talk about a lady's pH balance. Like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's because of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because your little dirty dick and your little dirty nails.
Yeah.
Tell me, bro, I'm killing, man. Shit. Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. Literally.
As you rolling up the blunt with them dirty ass fingernails and shit. Let me
Man,
bring it up.
you got
Man,
gingivitis and all this, and you want to go down there and
man,
eat it.
nah.
Stop. Stop. Get
Sometimes you
yourself
feel
together.
shit. Hey, you remember back in the day, I used to call out like, yeah,
Your
why your cuticles
cuticles.
look like that? They're like, oh my God,
Cuticles.
don't look at them. I'm like, mm-mm. In my
Listen,
mind, I was like, man, what's the first thing that y'all do with y'all hands? Y'all either got them in your mouth or you're down there wiping yourselves
man,
out. And then what?
if
That's bacteria.
listen,
That's bacteria.
if you got a little hair bump, you
Poor
got a hair
pussy
bump back there
movement.
and it's bubbled up, brother. Don't go so far. Don't go so deep, bruh.
Mm-mm.
Cause you transmitting. It might not be no STD, but it's nasty. And now she wondering like, why my shit smell like that? That's his fault, cause you messing with old Dusty D over there.
Then you with that
Fellas,
nigga for life.
clean
Sit
it up.
down and clean it.
When you're done, wipe it down.
Don't be lazy neither. Just don't be lazy and roll over. I don't care if it's your wife or not. Like, don't be lazy. Just go and be like, hey, where's your face towels at? And then she, wow, you don't surprise and shit. Like, hey, I'm about to wipe your pussy down.
Boom.
Man,
That's some free game for you.
the pre-history goes a long way, boy. They love that shit. They
Man,
be like, man, who taught this nigga how to wipe your pussy down?
man, she be out here calling her
Where,
friends. I'm like, girl,
where this nigga at? Where he at? Like,
girl, do you know what he did? Now you a keeper.
mm-hmm.
Now you're
Yeah,
toxicity. I can't even fucking say it right now. It's out the window
yeah,
because you're taking care of
the
things.
toxicity is out the window. You
Man,
holding it down, and then two, but shit, I mean, this purely on their part. They gonna be asking about you anyways. They'll be like, well, what else did he do?
mm-hmm.
He said he do that. My man's don't even do that.
Hey, quit bedroom talking.
Mm-hmm.
Quit bragging. Quit brag.
Stop.
If you, you know what? That's another thing not to do. If you really like her,
Speaking on
quit
that,
bragging about her.
even ladies need to start bragging like, yo, he
That's what I'm saying. Same thing,
boy,
ladies.
like
If he handling it, quit telling folks. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. In a relationship, I think there are three things.
That's why Jody got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Old girl at the work spot.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Listen, I think there are three things that break people up. Money, sex, and other people. Every time. Go down the list. Think about why y'all broke up. And I bet it was one of them three. And 9 times out of 10 it's probably other people. Because y'all can't just shut up. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself. But yeah.
Especially like if you plan on putting a ring on it, like you just don't like. I can name on one hand how many conversations we didn't have about our lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We just don't do that. Like,
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? We just don't do
You know
that.
why? That's for me.
Yes.
That's for us. Why would I?
It's not for we. It's for me. You
Right.
know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
not bringing you into my bedroom. So why would I bring it to you? Just because I got lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like, that ain't, it's all right. Now I will say, okay, I will say this. If it's someone that you don't see yourself being with or whatever, go ahead.
Oh
Tell
yeah. Oh,
everybody.
but shit.
Tell everybody.
Because we've also been on that other side of the spectrum. Oh
Tell
yeah.
everybody.
I'd be like, woo.
Tell them, you want to
Certified
see the
Yankee.
video?
Yeah.
You know
You
what I
know
mean?
we, you know we gonna say, hell yeah.
And if you're
What?
gonna do the video,
Yeah,
get a ring light, man. Quit playing around. Anybody trying to steal that dark shit?
ring lights because we had those back in the day.
Had a little camcorder, a little flip with the the flash on the front.
Bro, I have a story, but
Don't
I'm
incriminate nobody. Don't incriminate anybody.
definitely had something to do with with the just being on that end of the spectrum. Now, it's just looking back, damn, I was way ahead of my time. Damn.
Shit hits different once you have a daughter.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely that too. But like, Pete, this like, I'm definitely gonna put my daughter on game. Like, hey, look, like,
Oh
look
man,
out for it. Like,
man, yeah,
because like, your dad wasn't always a saint neither. And I'm just gonna tell her like, I'm here doing dog ass shit too. You know, so I know what dogs do. And I think like as men, like we definitely need to set that presence. Like we gotta change up some shit. Like there's still some certain things as for me as a father that I cannot say. Like
mm-hmm.
it was just me and my, like my boys who are pretty much fucking grown. Like, they two
Yeah,
of them can drive. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Um, where I just gotta be like, oh, pause. The daughter's running around. Can't say that type shit. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like there's still things that I gotta work on, and there's things that like since I've had a daughter, like it's opened up my eyes to a lot of things too that I just didn't see then. Like damn, like man, like, I can't be on. You can't say that type of shit, Jay. Like that's some scumbag ass shit. Like you don't want
Mm-hmm.
nobody to treat your daughter like that.
Right. And you know what? I wish, I wish, and that's how I'm raising my son, right? To think about like that girl right there is someone's most precious thing in their life, right?
Mhm.
Why do we traumatize that? Like this is a bad example, right? And I'm going back to some tips and tricks. Not even tips. This thing is like you don't do. So understand this. If you are like just yamming a young lady, right? And she's just okay with it, understand she has trauma. She got some trauma somewhere in her life. Okay, because that's not healthy. If she's like, yeah, I like that shit, she got problems. Like she got some straight trauma. Now, if she's close to the end, right? She close to her big O. That's when you can do that, right? That's when you can go ahead and get the yamming. But if she's like harder out the gate, look, pull your pants up and get head on out because you don't want to deal with that. Because that's 15 years of trauma that you can't unpack.
But
That's
that's also 15 good years of some pussy too that you just like yeah, fuck, like
yeah, but
golly,
but think about it.
woo-wee.
Most cats without that blue pill ain't gonna be able to last in that. Going
Shit.
50 miles an hour at 50 strokes an hour.
Man, she's
Like
throwing that motherfucker back. She's throwing that boy back.
tears coming down your eyes. You over here got snot bubbles going on because you don't know what to
Mhm.
do. Talking about, I'm about to let it loose. Like,
Mhm. You
nah,
let loose out the gate, boy. It was like,
yeah, you just got to know. Like, she'd have been through some things. And get what you can. Get what you
true.
can.
Another thing is like I gotta stress to these boys, like, because it's like a big no-no. Because it's like I would hate for one of them to get hurt too. Like you don't ever
Mhm.
play with nobody's heartstrings. Period. Period.
No.
You know we don't do that. Like that type of hurt, that shit sticks with you forever, forever. That's what
Hmm.
builds up. That's why a lot of dudes build up walls. That's why women have trust issues. They
Hmm.
say nothing's worse than a woman's scorn. That is fucking true.
Yeah.
Shit, that is true. That's real talk. Like we just gotta be better as men, and you know, or even females. Like don't play with other people's heartstrings. Period.
Yeah.
Like
It's to
wasn't the
stop
hit
looking at people as a piece of
meat.
uh yeah, me or like I'm not stop looking for people as your good time. That it's not It's not their job to be your good time, right?
No,
Because what you might think is a good time, or you're just trying to add to your number, they're thinking this was supposed to be something serious, something I cared about, and they saw me as an object, and now they start to identify as an object, and now that's how you get this high divorce rate, because now you got men talking to women however they want, or women talking to men however they want, and there's no partnership. It's
there's like
your piece of
point on it,
property, and you're like, oh, why are you thinking like that?
especially like just the cheating overall. Like being cheated on, that shit sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't want to be in a relationship after that. And like, there's just so many things that can lead into being a toxic person. Whether you, even if like you don't even gotta be in a toxic relationship, you could see your mom and dad, or your
Mm-hmm.
mom going through it with her boyfriend, or your vice versa, dad through it with his girlfriend. Just being born and raised in that type of environment can cause you
Mm-hmm.
to have some type of trust issue or just be a toxic person because you've just been around it for so long. Like shit, you just
Mm-hmm.
wear it pretty much like a coat at this point. You know what I mean? And it's hard to snap out of it. There is a lot of people that have been born in like in a toxic like or been like born into like toxic relationships and have seen it. Their parents go through it, mom or whatever, single moms and shit go through it
Mm-hmm.
and I bounce back. And like me being like one of them, like I will never hit a female. Period.
No,
I do not believe in that bullshit. Like
no.
I don't think you should ever put your hands on a female. However, the niggas believe in it differently.
Oh my
And
gosh, dude,
I guess to me,
you tapping in right now. You tapping in right now. Look, okay, I'm gonna put this out here right now. If you are, and I'm gonna say, if you one of them bitch ass niggas, bro, that feels some type of way about hitting women, uh, come see me.
like I don't believe in that. Like point blank.
That's
Um,
goofy. That's goofy shit.
like you just kind of
And
just
you know what
walk
that
away
starts
from the
from? You know
situation.
what that starts
Yeah.
from? That starts from low self esteem. That's little dick energy right there. Uh, the suckers that do that shit. That's that's I feel entitled. You are that go back to that I saw you as a piece of property or a piece of something that I own, and how do I keep that in check is by trying to dominate you because I can't do it any other way.
They're like the forms of fear. You know what I mean? I know we are so veering off this
Yeah,
subject,
yeah, we
but
did. But like, I feel
um,
like
but like
we're gonna have to spin this back to we're gonna you know what, we're gonna do another episode just talking about shit like that, because it's so prevalent in the world, and especially in our culture. I think um that I think we need to talk about it. I don't think we need to do it right this second,
and I
but
just want to say like this too. Like, wasn't there just a 16-year-old that just shot a 15-year-old, or 15-year-old shot a 16-year-old at the mall,
this thing got so
and
deep.
like over some because she didn't want to be with you type shit. Like,
See that back again. That's that little dick energy. Listen, there are, what is it, 4 billion women on the planet. Just because one says no to you is not the end all be all. Okay, have some self esteem, have a little pride in yourself, dust your little feelings off, knock your little ego down, and say, you know what, she wasn't one for me. Go back to the drawing board,
she's for the
get your shit
streets.
together, and then jump back out go fishing again, brother. Go fish, get your shit right, and then come back out in the world. That's a too many problem right here. You go from this girl, this didn't work out, so now you're trying to jump on that one. Now you're trying to jump on that one. Stop doing that shit. Slow it down. Slow down. That one didn't work. Why didn't it work? Okay.
Me personally, yeah, there's so many of them. Jump on all of them.
No, don't jump on all of them, because then you gonna fuck yourself up. One of them gonna fuck you up,
Jump on all. But you should
and then
have
you know
you
what's
should
gonna
look at
happen.
a you should look at women like a variety pack of cereal.
No,
You gotta
because
have
you
your
gonna get that
weed.
variety pack,
I'm
and
just
they gonna turn you out, and then you gonna be sitting there wondering Why is she not answering the phone?
I'm just fucking around, man.
Why didn't she call me?
The old Jay would have said that shit too, but this Jay that has a daughter, you really shouldn't be looking at him like that. Period.
No, because I'm telling you, what happens is now we've just put in the world a bunch of traumatic women
Mm-hmm.
that birth traumatic kids, and they just bleed trauma, and then it's just vicious cycle of
And a lot of bitch asses too. They just breed a bunch of
100%.
bitch ass niggas, little niggas that just be on some bitch ass shit. Like I hate my dad. I hate all males.
Yeah, I can't
Female
stand that shit.
female dominant, like pro females, and I hate my
Stand
dad.
on 2 feet,
He's never in
on
my
10
life.
toes.
Guess what? My dad was never in my life neither. Motherfuckers get through it. Shit, and I turned out just fine. Like fuck out of here. Shout outs to my adopted dad though, because he was fucking dope. He
Yo,
was
all
awesome.
right, look, we're about to wrap this one up. So,
Good, because I'm hungry and a bitch.
all in all, fellas, listen, go back, take the pieces of this that you can take something from. Okay, we gave you a lot.
And I'm
There's a lot of
sorry.
shit.
I'm sorry, everybody. Like we was everywhere. We had a game
You're all
plan.
right. No, we're all right.
We had a game
We're
plan.
all right. This is how our real conversations go.
Unfortunately, this is how our real conversations are. Like, which people just probably be looking at me like, "Why are you talking on the phone so long?" I just because we on some real ass shit over here.
Yes, but we're gonna circle back to the. We're gonna have an episode of just bitch ass niggas.
Yes, I was about to say some bitch ass niggas. This is how you know we're related. Because like I was about to say we're gonna have an episode just called bitch assness. This nigga says bitch ass niggas. Like
But hey, brother, I want you to know I love you. I appreciate you. Uh there's nobody can say nothing bad about you to me, at least not to my face.
I heard that, man. You stick true to you stand on that shit 100.
I
That ain't
do.
mean, I mean, there's been times we didn't even talk to each other for like years, and you still on that shit.
But hey, you know what? Did nobody say nothing bad about you to me?
Straight up. I
I'll
appreciate
say
it, man.
something bad about you, but that's because I
Yeah.
love you. I love you to death.
And I still want to punch in your mouth, but I love you too.
Hey, sometimes a nigga need that. All right, brother. Hey,
All right.
this is another episode of The Convo, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.